was late September. I hadn't had one phone call from the school yet, and I thought we were doing pretty good considering we had had some challenges in the past. Though Thomas Loftin met me in the hall as Andrew was getting his things. He said Andrew was having a hard time with some social and behavioral issues. I thought, here we go again. My insides started to shake as I thought we were headed down the same road we had been in the past. I knew exactly where I was standing when I told Mr. Loftin we have had struggles, and despite meetings and strategies, apparently we were still struggling, and my exact words were, I don't know whether we just haven't found the right fit yet or what, meaning the right person to make a difference. Guess what we found that day? Our family, my child, found the right fit that day. We truly weren't having issues at home. And as an educator, I know we often roll our eyes when parents say that, but this was an in-school issue, and I couldn't be beside him each day correcting and helping. I needed someone in the school to understand my son and help him where I couldn't. After having a meeting where we put strategies into place, Mr. Loftin actually followed these strategies and checked in with Andrew, talked with him, and began to understand his thoughts and feelings. Someone who wanted to understand this one child and make that difference. A mentor who understood his point of view, right or wrong, and helped make better choices. I had someone I could drop an email to when I knew Andrew had started the day off wrong and could potentially have a problematic day, and he would check in. Thomas had 4 classes worth of students, but he found that the few minutes it took each day to understand my child and help. After we made it through 6th grade, learning and making progress, we struggled with what was going to happen next year. He wasn't going to have Thomas as a teacher to check with every day, to be a reassurance. However, he offered to continue to work with Andrew into 7th grade. They had scheduled meetings, and if Andrew ended up in a situation, Mr. Loftin was there to support and mentor him. Not help him out of the situation, but rather to guide him. Andrew looked forward to their meeting days, talking about comic books and other life things, all while learning about what he needed to do to make changes. As a result of this mentoring experience, Andrew gained other supports in the school as Mr. Loftin found places where Andrew may put his energies into something more productive. He became active in the sports department, where other coaches then found out what a great kid he could be, and they began to mentor him and understand him, which in turn led him to FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and additional mentors that cared about him and his successes. As he began to grow and understand himself more, Andrew eventually didn't need to meet Mr. Loftin as much, but he always knew that his mentor was there for him to get him, understand him. We made it through middle school and now into sophomore year of high school. Andrew is definitely becoming the leader everyone knew he could be, active as a STEM student and ambassador, plays football, throws shot put, and has been a huge part of the varsity basketball team as manager and stats keeper. He has become a face of the school, and he can go to other schools, meet with other teams, and people call his name, talk with him, and want to be with him. I don't think one person could have imagined 5 years ago where we would be today.